It's worked out very well. It'll be on the bandstand, which is the main promenade deck, where 400 people will promenade in and amongst the actors. It's taken us longer to work out the details of the audience escape routes, etc., and all those sort of details, longer than designing the ship itself. As we speak at the moment, we're still not licensed for the public in here at all yet. We have the big meeting tomorrow, Friday. It is Friday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. Tomorrow, Friday, to represent our latest scheme for public safety, to get a license to allow the public in here at all. So everything I'm saying to you is still hypothetical, and it will be, I suspect, right up until the press night.
Go me by my hardships when the work dried up and died. You will know me by my river. You will know me by the Clyde.
Despite various bids and fierce competition from as far afield as Sunderland and Belfast, the decision to build the liner on the Clyde was unanimous!
It's a tremendous opportunity for Scottish technicians and Scottish actors working in an epic production that's never happened in Scotland before. And probably it's only happening because of the conspiracy of finance and politics that is 1990. Well, we're here, and we've put this big Meccano set together that Bill Dudley designed, and we find his design amazing. We also found it extraordinarily challenging to bring about. I mean, to actually execute his vision in the limited resources and the time scale was very, very difficult. The launch has been technically the most difficult part to accomplish, because we've got to move 30 tons of steel safely. We've seen it 25 times now, up and down, and it's still incredibly special. In a sense, it is the fruition of all our work.
Launch of a ship into the River Clyde, one of the high points of Glasgow's year as European City of Culture. The ship is a play staged in the specially built hull of an ocean liner housed in a disused shipyard in Govan. Brenda Imanis reports.
The play celebrates the great shipbuilding tradition of the Clyde. The drama shifts between past and present. At its heart, the building of one last liner, loosely based on events surrounding the launch of the QE2 in 1967.
The morning comes the dawning, frost comes creeping in at every side, but for us...
It wasn't really inspiration, but invitation. In the 1990, people wanted a big show for the festival that could be of Glasgow, could be a show about the west of Scotland, about the people of Glasgow, to contrast with other shows that have come in from Europe. So quite soon after the invitation came, I had this idea of building a ship and launching it. And Bill Dudley, the designer, has been working on the building of the set and the whole theatre longer than I've been working on the script.
I was first approached by Bill nearly 2 years ago. We gradually evolved this idea that the ship should contain the audience and the actors and the staff. Everybody should be this kind of tight-knit community each evening.
It's in the paper. Despite various bids and fierce competition from as far afield as Sunderland and Belfast, the decision to build the liner on the Clyde was unanimous!
From its original model, the ship has become not just a set, but a complete theatre, holding over 1,000 people. It was built by local men, a number unemployed shipbuilders, who became an essential part of the production, not just as construction workers, but as actors.
I was unemployed at the time. Slightly different from the normal shipyard, but it's the only thing that was available at the time. So I started. That's it, I've been here ever since.
The actors put us at ease right away, as soon as they come in. You know, we're just ordinary people, just found that we're ordinary people ourselves.
Till the spring comes on the river and the snow melts on the mountainside.
It's not intended to be nostalgic. It's supposed to have the emotional truth of these people and what their lives were about.
Only remember.
The end of the play combines actors and audience for the launch day itself.
What happens is the audience come down off the seats, down off the ship, and then some of them go and join the platform party, some of them go and hammer the timbers away, and at the end of all this effort, the whole theatre moves down towards the water, or the theatrical water, and the ship hopefully is well and truly launched.
Bill Dryden and the ship's company, welcome to the ship.
in the paper. Despite various bids and fierce competition from as far afield as Sunderland and Belfast, the decision to build a liner on the Clyde was absolutely unanimous! Yes! Hello!
I thought it was all over. Everything we fought for finished. But we've got the order. We're brand new. Hunky-dory. There is a God in heaven. And he's our man.
He is our China, brand new. And now the orders come, it's daft to worry, so it is.
On a day like this, there's no point. On you go, son. Magic. We are a people. These are the good old days. Me, worry. Must have been off my nut. She'll be grand. A queen. Well, I could treat you like a dumpling and ask you to go for a long stand. Or to go down to the joiner's shop and get a bubble for a spirit level, but I'll know. I'll treat you as more than a laddie.
Thanks, Mr. Mackay.
Roddy.
I will, thanks, Roddy. We have here a Catholic for donkeys, but you come well recommended, sir.
Your old man and me.
He was your left hand.
That's right.
I often talked about you.
You'll not see much of the riveting in here now. It's mostly the welding these days.
Aye. You got the roads for about 3 days' training, you come out a tradesman.
Change days, eh?
So what will I do?
You'll boil the cans. That's the first test. Try and make some tea that the spoon can stand up in. By the way, this is Frank.
You're right, son.
All right. And this is the dummy.
How's it going?
He can't speak, but he's an artist of a sort. He used to hold on with his head. He sees magic bunnet. Sees your bunnet, Lawrence. See this? It's all caked up with congealed sparks. It's like a helmet, you know. A knight's helmet. A knight's helmet in olden days, you know. The dummy's bunnet.
Aye, amazing.
Well, this is no paying the rent or buying the wife a penis down and about here. No, you're right.
I'm going. I was just going. It's like fucking Siberia in here.
You've got to keep moving, Frankie. They're doing a stock check at Madame Tussauds.
What are you doing?
Well, just keeping warm, son. Just keeping warm. If you really want to know, I'm contemplating making a start.
So what will I do?
What you can do, son, is watch and listen. You might learn something. When you get fed up with that, you can boil the cans.
Aye, right.
You never get used to how sharp the wind is. Soon we get some plates up round about us here, soon we'll take the sting off the wind for the water.
Aye, I know, it cuts right through you.
Aye, it brings it back. Christ, there was one winter, there was icicles in folks' beards.
Was that back in the good old days?
Was it fuck? You stood in a line, sometimes in a bunch, hoping the foreman would take a shine to you. Sometimes it was fixed in the pub the night before if you had the price of a half for him. Then you get picked. Sometimes you didn't. Sometimes you didn't try to get picked. You'd lost faith in yourself. You weren't sure you were up to the job. You'd been idle that long. Idle set was thriving. You weren't even very sure what it was you were feeling till you read in the paper about poverty. Then you had a name for it. No, these weren't the good old days, son. No matter what sentimental shite the audience tell you. Christ, I remember standing in a line. My feet were freezing. My eyes were stinging with a blast. My hands were all chapped. I didn't want a job. I tried to hide behind the other blocks so the foreman wouldn't spot me. I mean, it sounds daft when there wasn't a job to be had. I'd gone gate, I suppose, but see, we thought that was for the likes of folk that had been to the war and get shell-shocked. I mean, we hadn't been anywhere, but we were shell-shocked just the same.
So what happened?
What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Some folk went to Australia, Canada, New Jersey. Some folks stuck it out. Eventually there was an order. Eventually there's always an order. It's just that eventually becomes a word that signifies a longer and longer amount of time. But here we are. We've got the order. Brand new. No more standing in line. No more waiting for the nod for the foreman. Everybody's got a job that wants a job. Doesn't matter that Hoffies will go deep with the noise. The joint's jumping. Listen. You carry whackets. Now, I'm no been anti-German when I say this, boys, but the Huns were a jammy bastards that fucked us up good and proper. Them and the Clogies. Oh, nothing good ever came to us for the land of the windmill. I wouldn't have a fucking tulip in the house. You see, they were working a 54-hour week while we were doing 47. They work more, we work less. And the Japs, well, don't start me. When they'd hung up their kamikazes, they were doing 60 hours. They even had floodlights in the yard so the nips wouldn't know when it was time to knock off. Jammy bastards. Who won the war, eh? No us. No up here anyway. No. We lost our lives same as the soldiers. We lost our lives same as some poor shipwrecked soul at the bottom of the sea. At least the soldiers didn't live long enough to see the ball burst flat. Well, no money them anyway.
We've got the work now, Hughie.
Aye, so you have.
We have.
I know you have, but for how long, but? Now, you can't put it past the bastards. If the Germans or the Japs or the Swedes or the Clogies can give them a boat at a cheaper price, even the British government will place an order out there. You mark my words, I've done it before, I'll do it again. You mark my words.
But the Japs can't do what we do.
Aye, true enough, Patrick, but maybe folk aren't as interested in what you do as you are. Maybe folk don't give two fucks about finish and line and craftsmanship. Some folk will go through life in a leaky boat as long as it gets them to port. I've seen it.
You've seen everything, Hughie.
Aye, and I've heard everything, I know. Oh, they gobshites on about rationalisation and demarcation and agitation and working and sitting, stoning, sit still, keep moving up. I have seen decent blokes turn into demagogues when they was elected Shropshire and the boiler makers. Oh, don't get me wrong, boys, they were doing their best, they thought. Aye. But they didn't know about the wee Jap working 24 hours a day, because he didn't fucking know it was dark outside.
Aye, you're the life and soul of the party, Hughie. Always were. Cheer up. I'll not belong to the fair.
When I was at the tools, I met a chap. I came in the yard. We thought he was going to place an order. But he was just saying a wee keek to see who we went about things. Kept looking at his watch, you know, time and motion.
Aye.
Aye, well, we thought we were doing fine, but you could tell that he thought we were taking a hell of a long time about it. I was up on the stage and looking down, he'd vamoosed. He thought the job should have been finished. Oh, I think I've got guys with plasticine out there, see the welders. I wouldn't buy anything off them. What, take my advice. If you're getting a TV, rent one. Don't buy it, especially if it's a Japanese one. You'll be back at the shop in a week when you find out there's no fucking tube in it.
What are you having?
Oh, well, this is a double ding-dong.
Oh, well, I've got news for you. 2 whiskies, Eddie.
Maybe we need a war. Oh, send my soul for saying that. Maybe that's the only way out. But wars end. Maybe there's nothing to be done about it at all.
What's getting to you, Hughie? Look. Daily Record. Front page. Prosperity returns to the river. Job guarantees in the Clyde. It's in the record, Hughie.
I know. I just get these fugues. Sometimes it takes me days to get back in the straight and narrow.
Well, there's your whiskey.
Oh, well, maybe that'll do the trick. Oh, hey, don't listen to me, boys. There's a queen taking shape across the road there. And the pride I've got in her and a whole lot is a brigadier to Glassy. Here's to you boys and to her and all. Pride of the Clyde.
Pride of the Clyde.
Is that a horn already? Hey, you better check the timekeeper doesn't get slanty eyes. I wish I was going to have by with you, boy. No, serious. I suppose I've got to go, lads. Aye, well, all the best. See you later. Aye, just so. Just so.
Pardon?
George.
Well, that's it started.
On its way.
Aye.
Soon she'll be in the colours.
A while yet.
Christ, it's freezing.
Easterly. Easterly wind.
It's all right for you and your crumby. But I bet that hat keeps the best off your napper.
Well, you were right.
Yeah, you didn't wear it just to quarter folks' pipe oak.
No, you were right about the colours. The black and the white.
And the red below the waterline.
Aye. Bonnie.
But, you're not one of them, are you, George?
What?
You know.
What? One of what?
You know. The hat and the handshake.
Well, I've been asked. Many's a time.
Oh, I'm sure you have, George. I mean, you'd look pretty adjacent, holding the Bible and a tray around your neck in front of the Pride Ibrox flute band. Everybody thinks you're a Mason anyway, so I'm surprised you had any uncertainty about joining.
I believe the new boy you've taken on is a Catholic.
Oh, well, if he is.
Good.
Look,
That
I do my
Good.
job.
It's about time. Some of the men here.
You're still a stubborn bastard, George, eh? Nobody's going to catch you with your trousers at half-mast looking for a clean job for their boy in the drawing office, eh?
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you, Rod.
Don't get me wrong, George. I mean, I wouldn't hold it against you. Many's the man's found the mason's apron suitable attire on his way to the boardroom. By the way, what do they do with these compasses? Hope it's no sore.
I told you I'd never join.
And Helen's no a Catholic, is she?
Of course
No,
not.
I know. I just wondered how somebody like you could have failed the fitness test. I mean, church elder, second tenor in Handel's Messiah at Christmas. I mean, you're it. You look like a bigot. has always been a source of some agitation among the boys, especially them that joined. And couldn't have got a job in here if they hadn't.
I just thought, when I was a boy, I knew the management were full of them. And I met a few of them, and of course I was asked, and I've nothing against them. But the ones I have met, even in the good times, the kind of management that never made a man secure, you know.
I think we're talking about the same kind of bastards, George.
No, seriously. I mean, even in the good times, when a major contract was launched, they laid off the Black Squad.
You're talking to me, George.
Mostly the boilermaker.
Okay, my brother.
Exactly. And then when the next contract reached a certain stage, and not until then, the Black Squad was required again. I watched these men moving from yard to yard, and nobody else, not in the good times anyway, suffered really long spells idle. But it still bred insecurity. And that's when I saw that these fellas I took to represent the sort of secret folk you're talking about, that's what they wanted. I hated that kind of management. I'd be scunnered if I was tarred with the same brush. I hated the way they couldn't resist leaving a wee flutter of fear in people's hearts.
Nobody in here knows you, George.
You know.
I know, but it's still hard talking to you with that on. It's not that you don't suit it. You suit it too bloody well, in my opinion. Hey, put it back on, George. There's more than one up there might aim a rivet at your nuts. About your business. I'm trying to build a boat here. Round up the usual skivers.
Casablanca.
Aye. Don't start me.
Well, here's God's blessing on us all.
She'll be grand.
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your partners for a quick step? A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3.